What's happening? What's happening, Jemiah or Jamaiah? If I'm saying it wrong. What up? What up? What up? Man, I'm just chilling, man. Got the dogs in the kennel. How y'all doing today? Decent, really? Get away from the tripod. Big Easy, what up? Nathaniel Mott, what's happening, brother? Brandon Bratcher, what it do, baby? Let me fix the camera right quick. What up, E? T, what it do? Try to get the camera. Much love, Chicago. Good afternoon, Ms. Latrenda. Hey, like I said in the last live last Saturday, we was gonna try to do once a week thing. Jason Green, what's up, brother? Yo, man, really appreciate it, man. No, I don't have puppies at the moment. I have Soleil, who we are waiting to confirm, and I also have Cleopatra, who we are waiting to confirm. Cuba, what's up, Cuba? Eric, Ryan, what it do? So I just got the dogs out chilling. They were all over. Now they trying to stay around me because I'm talking. Yo, appreciate it, brother. Onyx Bullies, man. Appreciate the love. I'm going to do another collar for my girl Bella. Came to her first heat. For sure, brother, for sure. I just finished doing a collar for somebody. I got a couple more that needs to ship out. I was waiting on an order to come in. I had ordered some special buckles. Nothing came in. What's up, Mr. Paco? What up, Michael? Dev and Deja. What's up, man? Appreciate it, y'all. So we just letting y'all see the dogs cut up in the kennel. Paris Johnson, what up? Nino, Hector, Royal Boston Kennels, what's up? What up, what up, what up? Now y'all get to see how they act. Cleopatra is bred. Who she got? Yeah, Spark. She went to Structure Lines, Frank Nitty. An amazing dog. I have a video of him up. Look at him, y'all. Diesel. That's a boy, man. Man, this kennel has been a process, my brother. When I first had got into it, I'd invested about 10, 15,000. I redid the floor like 3 times, as y'all know, y'all been following. I've been constantly adding things. I mean, from all the remodeling and redoing and stuff, I've spent way more than what I should have. I've remodeled all the kennels twice. So I've done a lot of stuff unnecessarily, actually, just in the whole process of building. So I might be well into 30,000, man. It's kind of embarrassing to say, but it's true, Yeah, you see old Emma, huh? That's my girl. I'm just patiently waiting for her. Diesel, get off Emma. If I beat you up. Reginald Smith, what it do, brother? Cino. No, man, I can't sell the Big Mac. I can't sell the Big Mac. The Big Mac can't go nowhere. And I'll give you a real explanation, to where we'll talk dogs, like real dogs for a minute, that a lot of people don't really get into depth because not many people really know actually where they're going and what they're doing. So although, come on, y'all get away from me. Y'all go play. Y'all go play. So what's up, Queen of Hearts? Although Diesel, AKA the Big Mac, is my main man, he's like my son. He's also the foundation of my yard. So, with the 5-year plan that I have set out in breeding and using the bloods that I started using and realized the route that I wanted to go and incorporate, Diesel, aka the Big Mac, being that he's my foundation, if that doesn't give me the stamp look that I see in my mind, then I have to come back. So although Diesel, aka the Big Mac, is retired, in 4 years from now, if I see the look is not going in the direction that I thought it was going to go, then I have to come back to my foundation. You know what I'm saying? And build that whole process over again. So Diesel, aka the Big Mac, never go anywhere because he is the foundation of Royal Kennels. In all actuality, I didn't make Royal Kennels. Diesel, aka the Big Mac, did. So it's very important that I never get rid of him. You know, I can move around certain females that mature and I feel don't fit inside my program. You know, that's a different story. You know, at the end of the day, we all see dogs and we see them as being amazing. And we see certain dogs and we're like, man, how did you get rid of her? Or why did you get rid of her? And, you know, that's the whole objective of it being my vision and no one else's. You know, I know what fits here and I know what doesn't. And Diesel, aka the Big Mac, is what established it all, you know. And we look at Tick. Tick is on a great path. You know, I'm not going to say he's amazing because he's only 9 months old. He's about to be 10 months old. So he's not amazing yet, but he's on a wonderful path of a puppy. Yes, sir. Right. You know, and the Bloods that created him, man, that probably had never come again because he was almost like an accident to the guy. You know, the guy didn't expect him to be that clean. You know, they really wanted an exotic dog, you know, and they got him. So being that he didn't fit in their program, the look, when I first seen him, I was like, man, this is exactly what I want, you know. And then as time goes on and I started learning and going through my process, I was like, okay, well, maybe he could be an inch shorter. Maybe his head could be an inch bigger. You know, maybe he could be a little more compact, but maybe I want to instill that drive in every one of my dogs. So I'm going to keep him and I'm going to build off of him. And that's basically what I did. I built a stable of girls off of him. And now, what up, Mo Kennels? And now I'm breeding his offsprings. And now I'm breeding his offspring's offsprings, you know, which brings you to a program. Man, real talk. So, you know, he really does, man. He works like he's a game dog. You're right. You know, and he's when he's tired, he doesn't stop. You know, that's where the drive comes in at. You know, you expect all dogs to work. You know, work is not really a special thing in the dogs because automatically if you breed a dog or you create a dog, he's automatically supposed to work. But drive is something that everyone doesn't have or every dog doesn't have. You know, I'm a fighter. You know, that's what I do. I love to fight. And those of people who really know me, they know that's what I do. I'm a fighter. So I could love to fight and I can automatically have that instinct to get in there. But once I get in there, if I take that first blow and I don't want to fight no more, then that's what separates a true fighter from, you know, myself at that point, you know. But whether I take that lick and I keep going and I have that drive to no matter how much I'm getting hit or no matter how heavy the fight's getting, I'm still pushing forward. No matter how tired I get, I'm still pushing forward. No matter what I go through, I'm still pushing forward. That's what separates you from the rest. And that's what it is about him, you know. And that's kind of like why I love him so much. You know, he reminds me of myself. You know, he's someone that I could say, you know what? That's my son, man. That's my dog. You know, if I personally created a dog, that's who I would want to have created, you know. And you're right, Mike. What's up, brother? He has that drive. Trent Gray, what's happening? You know, and the cool thing about it is, although Big Mac has a drive. All right, y'all, hold on 1 second. I'm finna go run in the crib, but I'm gonna leave it on the dogs. I just got that little battery notification. Mo Kennels, man, that's it, man. You know, that's it. Now look, y'all, these dogs are crazy, and I'm fixing to leave them unattended. So if they knock the tripod down and I come in here and everything on the floor, y'all just bear with me. I'm gonna get it right back. I'm going to put the charge on. You know, Ryan, I appreciate that. And to me, he is the best dog. To me, you know, that's just my personal opinion. You know, all right now, y'all. Big Jim and Jenny, appreciate it. Appreciate the love. And he's my favorite dog, you know. I love the dude to death, you know, and I really hope Diamond Life, what's up? What's up, Darren? Kevin West, how you doing, brother? Thank you for joining. Hey, John, what's up, brother? So, and I hope Tick picks up where he left off. You know what I'm saying? And I hope he does his thing like his grandpa, you know? Now I ain't going outside. Y'all get back. Get back. Dad's gonna be right back. Get back. Hey, boy. I need to see Tick sneak out. Tick, let's go, boy. So we're still in action, y'all. Get back, Diesel. We still in action. All right, come on now, don't kill me. All right. All right, appreciate y'all for bearing with me. So let's get back. Hey, you know, Diamond Life. In time, there might be a Mo Kennels and Royal Kennels collab. It might be that collab. I still have a lot of stuff going in building my blood, and once that blood is established, then that can definitely be possible. I respect everything Mo Kennels do, man. I really like Mo Kennels. I think he's got an amazing program. You know, he's building just like I am. You know, gee, that would be fire. Absolutely, absolutely. Kevin West, I think everybody knows. Well, not everybody. I know people still ask a lot. Um, they still Dango, but yeah, man, Dango is in Hawks Kennel. Mr. Turner, what that's about? What the F? Well, what's going on new? I have Royal Kennels Cleopatra. There you go, Hawk Kennels. I have Royal Kennels Cleopatra being bred to Structure Lines Frank Nitty, and I have Royal Kennels Soleil, who was bred to um, Dirty Boy Zeus Kennels. Frank Nitty and Dirty Boy Zeus, they have similar bloods. Um, a lot of good bloods in there. They they don't come from the same program, but a lot of them have that old Dax blood. We got some Magoo in there. Um, and Structure Line, a lot of his stuff is built off Magoo as well. Zeus size built off Magoo. We also have a little bit of Grand Champion Rocco in there. So we have a lot of new stuff, a lot of new stuff that's coming through. Somebody said they pulled from that. Yeah, he's I know he kind of I seen what he said. I ain't paying attention to him. We need them though, y'all. They the ones keep it all together. So we got a lot of new stuff. Hold on. How many dollars we have? Hold on, let me adjust my camera again. Yeah, I welcome the haters. You guys know how I feel about them. I welcome them. Y'all come on through, man. Y'all come on through. I'm sure we'll have some raffles later on in the future, brother. I'm actually gonna breed Tick to Emma. I'm trying to adjust this camera, y'all. Tick and Emma is gonna be the next in-house breeding here. I'm real excited about that. That's gonna be real special, y'all. I can't wait to get that one in. No, you know I don't sweat the mess. I don't even see them. I don't even see it. Once you come to grips with life and you realize who you are, that stuff don't stop nothing, y'all. So we're gonna do the Tick and Emma thing. I'm excited about that. You know, Barnyard Bullies Kane has done a lot when I bred him to Soleil. When I bred Barnyard Bullies Kane to Soleil, that come on now. That added a lot. That was an outcross that I really needed. I really needed that because that's gonna keep a lot of that stuff intact. You can see with the look he's brought to with Tick. Tick's a little more compact. He's got a nice head. His bite is great. His rear is nice, and he's just a puppy. So that outcross, just by the way he's developing, that outcross has added a lot. So with the other two outcrosses, that'll be what I've created. The outcross with Kane and the two outcross that I have with Cleopatra and Soleil. Once I have that here and I start bringing that together, I think that's gonna really, really give me that look that I'm desiring for in the next, 3 years. So I'm real, real excited about that. Let me know if the connection is bad, y'all. Ever since I hooked up the chargers, it's gotten a little bad. My collar gets likes everywhere. Man, that's what's up, man. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it. Decent. Stop. Come on, y'all go play. Y'all go over there. Y'all supposed to be on the camera cutting up. Y'all ain't got no toys in here? Grab some leather or something. The diesel going for the leather. You better leave that leather alone. That ain't the leather I was talking about. So any questions, y'all definitely ask. This is definitely the time for the questions. Oh, I'm sorry. $56 with connection good. Man, I see all the stuff. I'm very interested in all the things collab. I have. That's what's up, Wendell. How many dogs you have? I got 7 dogs in here right now. there any chance of delivering? Yeah, Canada is on the delivery. Anywhere you could drive to, the puppy can be delivered. And there is an international airline. Amerijet does ship international. The only the only airport where they receive the pup is in Miami. So you just have to get the pup to Miami, and it can be shipped international from there. It's just a process, and honestly, I have so much going on here, and the pups fast, which I'm very grateful of. I'll never take that for granted. The pups sell fast, so it's not really necessary for me to go through all the trouble and putting the dogs through the stress of taking those long flights, which is why I try to keep them in the United States as far as shipping wise. It is a long flight, but Canada, as long as you can drive there, it can be shipped. Trying to see if I can get to where I can see y'all, man. I'm seeing y'all. I think this will be better. Appreciate it, Rick. Do you allow buyers to breed your pups? Absolutely. When you purchase the pups, you have 100% breeding rights. You have 100% breeding rights. They're amazing dogs. I mean, they're dogs that are great for breeding. We started the service program. We got Soleil is a service dog that's actually registered. Soleil is a registered service dog. Diamond is a registered service dog. Y'all go play. But definitely, you have full breeding rights of them. Most of them are ABKC registered. I think I have one more dog that's in the kennel that has to be ABKC registered, and everybody will be dual registered, UKC and ABKC. Get back, Tick. Y'all go play, man. All right, if y'all don't want to play, I'm gonna put y'all up and let the others out. Ryan, I'm interested in getting a dog from you. I want you to service dog. I'm interested in service dog from the location. Actually, no. I don't have the look that I'm looking for yet. It's getting there. I'm starting to see the progress, and that's very important when we're talking about breeding. And if you actually have a program, or if you just breeding dogs, because that's the difference. If you're just throwing dogs together and you don't really have nothing, I'm not trying to change the breed by no means. Just trying to pull the traits out that I like, that I want in the different bloods, combine them together to get that look that I'm looking for. And once I get that look, then that's it. It's no going anywhere else from there. I mean, that's what I'm looking for. So at that point, no, I don't. But when you look at Tick and when you look at Soleil, those those dogs are very close representations of what I'm looking for. Thanks a lot for that. South Africa. I want your dogs. You put them in your dogs and shows. At the moment, Dallas Elite, no, I don't have any of them in shows. The breeder who I used, the stud of Tick, his daddy is a champion. His daddy is a champion. His daddy's daddy and mom. Dad is a grand champion. His mom is a champion, and he comes from a show line. So they do want to show him. I'm real excited about that. So I will let them show him. The way I work every other weekend. So I just don't really have the time to be running around to the shows. And when I am off, my family kind of wants my attention. I can get away on a Saturday and do my little thing, but at the end of the day, for me to be, going to the shows like I would want, it just doesn't fit in my schedule. Let me get that. Well, in order to do line breedings, you have to have a line. Um, but once I do get that look and I do build that line, yes, I will be doing line breedings to keep that look. A lot of people consider line breedings, and they throw the terms of line breedings and inbreedings out there, and don't really know the true meaning of it. But just because you're breeding something that's, you see Dax, or I'm just throwing a well-known dog in there. Just say Diesel. You got Diesel in the pedigree a couple of times. That doesn't make it a line. It could still be scatterbred with a couple of the same dogs in the pedigree. That doesn't truly make it a line. So once I do create that line, which might be a long time from now, it might be years from now. Once I do create that line, to keep that line, of course, I'll definitely be doing some line breeding. They really appreciate it, everybody. Future price. The prices are 2,000 plus shipping. Once you achieve that look, then you're going to name your bloodline. Well, I leaked out the name before. Um, Maybe I'll send it to you on Facebook. I'm not going to leak out the name yet. I heard someone repeat it, so I was like, man, y'all really do pay attention. I was like, man, how I told you that, or how you know that? Did I tell you? But I did say it on one of the videos. I do have a good name. I do have a good name for the blood. It's going to be my own thing. It's going to be unique, and it's going to associate with Royal Kennels. It will not be the Royal Kennels blood. So Royal Kennels will be the kennel, and it will be Royal Kennels and, XYZ blood. Absolutely, the Big Mac could be used as a service dog. Absolutely. Mo Kennels, I'm going to shoot you a message, my brother. Appreciate the love. I see a lot of new names and faces, that I don't normally see, man. I appreciate y'all for stopping by and watching. I appreciate it. I really do. And it's cool. It's cool to get in and, collab with everybody. That's the beauty about the lives, You can actually correspond with the person. You can pick brains. I mean, I'm open to all that. You pick my brain, you can talk about things, if you got legitimate questions, we can, answer them. And look, I don't know everything, you guys know that. So like if I don't know the answer to a question and someone does, or if someone has a better way of explaining it, I'm not really the kind of guy who's like, oh man, get off my feed. They asked me, I ain't really into all that. Um, I'm not like that at all. I'm not like that. I'm the representation of these dogs. These dogs do all the work. I just clean them. I've been watching your channel. So thank you very much for watching. Payment plans for future litters. So the way the payment plans roll is you are allowed to lock yourself into future breedings. You can lock yourself in with a deposit. Once you put your deposit down, you have that time for, just say, if it's, say I announce a breeding and I'm just doing it, and you put your deposit down, then automatically from then to the puppies get here, you have 2 months. And then from the time the puppies arrive to the time they're ready to go, you got 2 more months. So you basically have 4 months in advance to save or to pay on your puppy, however you choose to do it. So that's the way the payment plan option is. As far as me just sitting down and saying, look, you got a year, you could put in a certain amount per month, and I'll send your dog. Then I can't do it that way because of limited space. They really appreciate it, y'all. Hey, that means a lot, man. My family is something else, man. The kids, it's crazy. You know, Branson, he's not even 2 yet, and he reminds me like, hey, man, it's time to go take care of the dogs, bro. We ain't been out there yet. Miss Sharon Fur babies, huh? The deposit is 500. So I have a drain. I have a drain behind the kennel. That's I wash it into the drain, and then I flush it out into a septic area. Dante, man, really appreciate it. So y'all, I want y'all to check out one of the main qualities. You know, I'm not trying to be crazy or nothing, but see, the rear end on diesel is absolutely amazing. That was one of the real sellers for me. I'm working on the next reading amount. That's amazing, Queen of Hearts. I know you do a lot of hard work as well. And look, I'm gonna give her a shout out, y'all, on here, Queen of Hearts. Y'all go check out. She does her own thing. I highly respect what you do. You work with your dogs. You can tell that it's not really just a pastime. It is definitely your lifestyle, and that's major. That's major. So Shalina Legault did a breeding with Diesel, aka the Big Mac, and Mia. There is one female pup available. It is a tri female. She has it available. If you guys are interested in that puppy, contact me. I could send you some pictures of her. Very nice puppy. Let me know, and I could try to make it happen. Those of you who are asking about puppies, what's your problem, Jazz? What, you want to be on camera? Huh? You want to be on camera? Hey, say something. All right, so I got a dog called Prince. I had a childhood dog named Prince, and that's something that a lot of you guys who don't personally know me. I mean, since the age of 14 years old, I had pit bull. I bred pit bulls as a kid. I did go away for a while out of the movement, and then I came back into the bullies. What other channels? What other channels do you watch? Um, Man, to be honest, I actually don't watch any dog channels. Every now and then I catch Dion Barber. I see his videos coming up because he has an offspring of mine, and I think he does a great job with it. But I don't really watch other dog channels because I have my own dogs. I do my own thing with the dogs, and you know I try not to get sidetracked. Every now and then I see a Mo Kennel video, so I'll watch his video. I'll give him a shout out. I might see a bully affiliated video, give Ty a shout out. Ride or Die K9s, I'll give him a shout out, you know, and holler at him, you know. But as far as like watch him, I don't really watch many videos. I'm into bass fishing. That's what I love. So I watch a lot of bass fishing videos, and it's kind of crazy because like a lot of people who watch the channels are learning about the dogs because you're into it. Um, this has become my life. So it would almost be like me watching videos on parenthood. I'm not going to really watch videos on parenthood because I am a parent and I'm a parent 24 hours a day. So whenever I do sit down my quiet time, it's like that's my break. So I want to be a professional bass fisherman, although I may never pursue that career. And you know, it was my dream to be a professional boxer. I love boxing, so like I watch boxing, you know. But when I sit down and watch it, I watch absolutely no TV. I only watch YouTube, and I watch bass fishing and boxing. You know, and that's a lot of things that people don't know about me. You know, and that's cool. You know, to know me on a personal level. You know, I have a my best friend, man, somebody that I grew up with and I love dearly. He's on the Contender TV show, so I've been keeping up with that series. You know, shout out to my brother, Big Chief Morgan Fitch. You know, I got so much love for him, and another brother of mine, Eric Walker. He's also fighting on the Contender. I've been, you know, knowing these guys for a very long time. Um, They doing their thing, man. I'm extremely proud of what they doing. Y'all check them out. If y'all watching the series, it's on Epic. That's one thing I do not miss. Man, Paris. I mean, the breed is absolutely amazing. It really is. You know, although we deal with a lot of things with the dogs, the breed is amazing. I'm telling you, man, from the way they interact with my kids. What up, George? The way they interact with my kids, the way they interact with each other. I mean, the things that they do is just it's absolutely amazing. I mean, it really is. And I love the pit bull breed. I really do. When I first got my bully, I purchased the bully looking for a pit bull. I thought the bully was like the millennium pit bull. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, pit bulls changed since I've been in the movie. And I had purchased that dog. That was years ago. But when I first got into it, and then whenever I started educating myself about the breed, that was before I started breeding. When I started educating myself about the breed and learned about the bully, I was like, man, I no longer research pit bulls. I no longer, I'm not going to say I don't have that love for them anymore, but it's like they took that place. Look at him. Look at him. Look at Deesa's face. The dude went, I got some what is that? I think it's lime. I got some lime in the corner. Yeah, I love Hurricane Bloodline. Man, I have a lot of update pictures of the Big Mac offsprings. I'm gonna start putting that in that community tab on my page so you guys can see it, and then I'll also put together a video of the grown offspring, but you guys see them on a regular basis. Soleil is an offspring. Emma down here is an offspring. Blue Balboa is an offspring of Diesel. Tank, I just posted a picture of him. He's on my community tab now. Tank is an offspring of Diesel. Hold on, man. You next. You by yourself. Really appreciate it, Matthew. Denver, Colorado, Robert, what's up? Absolutely, Paris. Yep, very neat. Appreciate it, Aaron. How the things going at Bayou Kennels, Mrs. Bullies. Bayou Kennels is doing pretty good. Uh, he's doing pretty good. We got a few little things coming up. It's hunting season right now, so I know he's at the camp today, so he's getting into that hunting. I don't hunt. I just fish. So, and as far as like the videos and stuff, just haven't really been posting any, I guess. You know, at the end of the day, you know, the YouTube thing, the puppies are 2,000 plus the shipping costs. You know, this video thing has been a true blessing to me. You know, I really enjoy coming out here and doing this. You haven't been doing too much video. It's been missing. Man, Robert, make sure you hit that bell, man, because I put up at least 2 videos to 3 sometimes per week. I've been doing a lot of videos lately. So make sure you got that bell hit, man, so you can get notified when I do upload. I have a lot of videos up there, man. We've just reached over 3,000 videos. Not 3,000, I'm sorry, over 300 videos. Um, so if that bell's not hit, then you won't be notified when I do upload. Paul Kennels, what's up, baby? You should post some fishing videos. Where you from? I For sure, Rob. For sure. You know, I always say I'm gonna do that. I try to leave the channel strictly for dogs. A lot of people want me to start a vlogging channel. You know, I get plenty of requests from a lot of people because you know here in South Louisiana, um, you know we do alligator hunting. We do a lot of fishing. You know, I have family that hunts. A lot of interesting things that a lot of people around the world would love to see. So I have been asked to start a vlogging channel. Definitely, man. I got Cleopatra, who's been bred, and Soleil, who's been bred. Both videos are on the channel. Scroll down the videos and check them out. I have the breeding banners for both videos on my uploads of the channel. Appreciate it, Matthew. Appreciate it. So I can sit here and do this all day, y'all. I ain't lying. Where's the puppies? I don't have no puppies in the kennel right now, Michael. Everything on. Yep, everything is gone. I kind of miss them little rascals. They bring a lot of life to the kennel, and they hold you accountable for a lot. Watching videos of your bullies is definitely one of the best parts of the day. I can imagine how I must feel seeing them live. Oh, they a trip, man. The stuff that they do is crazy, especially Diesel. I just got a nice boy. I was trying to send a picture through here, but yeah, it doesn't allow you to send pics. You can shoot me a text, man. You can shoot me a text. I'll check them out. Yeah, the pups, man. One thing about the pups make you accountable. Love you, dog, brother. Thank you, Juan. The pups make you really accountable because, you know, the grown dogs in the morning when you wake up and you're like, dang, man, I got to go in the kennel. You know, I got to do this. I want to do this, or I want to go fishing, but I got to do this. You know, puppies make you accountable. So, like, if I want to go fishing at 6, then I better have my butt in here at 4 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Taking care of the puppies. You know, the dogs, they can kind of fend for themselves for a minute, but I always try to make them a priority. You know, no matter what I do, I gotta come in here first. Sometimes I do let them go for a while, and then whenever I do, I just let them stay out for a little bit longer. You know, let them run around at nighttime. But them puppies, man, them puppies are they something else, man. I really like when they're around. The kennel looks the best. You know, everything looks the best because I'm in here a lot more, you know. And then once I started doing the leather in here, that was a real good thing because now I'm in here, you know, messing with the leather and, you know, doing things like that. So If I see them use the bathroom in the kennel, I just rinse it off, and it's not built up, at the end of the day because they've been chilling in the kennels all day. I could rotate them like I want. Like we've been having rain for the last 2 or 3 weeks, so like my yard is a disaster. No, Tay, I don't feed raw, but bullets definitely look awesome. Yeah, I think the air cropping does add a nice character to them. I don't feed raw, but I do think feeding raw is a real good thing. I'm all for the raw feeding. Caesar, what's up? Nicholas, if you're starting a kennel, what's some of the good things you should know? I'm happy. Hey, that's a very good question. So I just did a recent series on purchasing a puppy, but that really doesn't say too much about the kennel. So I'm gonna give you a rundown about the kennel thing. Some of the things that I wish that I would have known from the beginning. So number one, you're researching the breed. That's very important to do when you're starting, whether it's a bully, a pit bull, a German Shepherd, or a Rottweiler. Research the breed and find out what is your specific purpose in this breed. So, like, if you want to be an American Bully breeder, then you find out all the pros and the cons about the American Bully breed as much as you can through research. And then you got to ask yourself, what is your purpose? Like, why do you want to breed dogs? Because you can't just breed dogs for the money. It just doesn't happen that way. I know it sounds great. I know it looks good. People do make a few dollars off of it. Some people make money and invest it back into the program and some don't. You know what I'm saying? But it's very important to know your purpose. So like if you want to just say you want to breed and you want to start showing, then when you looking for your dogs to purchase, then you purchase dogs around what you're trying to do and be like-minded to the breeder who you are investing in. I actually had a guy message me the other day saying that I had mentioned that I'm not a show breeder, so what do I breed? And, you know, when I had said that, when I had said that, I meant my present moment. Now, will I be there? Of course, that is my goal you know, to breed the best quality of dog. But at that point, I'm not in the show and I'm not actually showing my dog. So if you're gonna buy a show dog, then you buy a dog from someone who is already showing, someone who's in that movement. But the goal is I produce some show dogs, but it's like a 50-50 when you're buying a dog from me. But if you go to someone who produces straight show dogs, then it's not going to be a 50-50. You're going to know that you're going to be purchasing a show dog. So, all right, Ryan. So one thing that you do is establish your purpose in the breed and what you want to be as a breeder. So you don't put yourself into a corner in breeding, I would suggest finding 4 good quality bloodlines, not scattered dogs or dogs named. I would find 4 good quality bloodlines that you can start off with if you're going to be a breeder. That way, if you don't have to buy them all at one time, but you got to know what you want and know the direction that you're trying to go. So that way, if you buy 2 dogs, opposite bloodlines, both reputable bloodlines, you know what both of them produce already. You have no question on what you're going to get. When you do breed them, when you do breed that specific bloodline, look, I'm gonna go back and get to all of the questions. I see the comments and questions asked. But once you breed, then you have nowhere else to go. So then you can bring in another bloodline, and you don't have to be in such a rush to breed. A lot of guys, and even myself when I started out, so like just because your dog bleeds doesn't mean she needs to be bred. So I had one person say, well, man, I'm going to be running out of time because if I purchase two dogs and I breed them and then I have a puppy, then I don't have the money to buy that other blood. See, what you do is you allow the offspring that you have, you allow it to mature. You allow it to mature. And if it's a female and you purchase another outside male, which will make that third bloodline, all right, Juan, which will make that third bloodline that you incorporate, then you already have a mature female. Hey, she done had two heats. Who cares? You're building here. We're not trying to hurry up and breed dogs and breed dogs. We're trying to build something. So you purchase that dog, you let it mature, and then you bring it to that dog. And then you can bring that back, and then you can start building with that, and then you can add your fourth blood. Once you have four established bloods, then there's no way you should be in a corner, and you can orchestrate it the way you see fit, you know. And then one of the other key things, you know, with the dogs, one of the other key things with the dogs is they cost a lot of money. So you're gonna spend money before you make money. So, you know, in that process of breeding, you know, you got to think about vet bills. You got to think about a nice kennel. You got to think about nice areas for your puppies to grow up. You got to think of good quality foods. So it costs a lot of money, and you got to establish yourself with a vet. That's what's up, man. I feel about man. Absolutely. So it takes a lot of money. So whenever you actually thinking about building a kennel, you know, I built my kennel first. I had a decent kennel before I built the building. And as I grew, I added kennels, and I think that worked out great, you know. But I spent a lot of money before I had my first breeding. You know, I even bought two dogs that I didn't feel, one of them I didn't feel was like breeding stock, and I didn't even breed him and got rid of him. So I lost out on my total purchase, you know. And that's a lot of things that people don't know. You know, just because I'm not in here on tears, you know, telling people, oh man, I spent 2,000 and I lost all my money. Get out of there, girl. You know, that doesn't mean it didn't happen. You know, it happens. It really happens, you know. So, you know, when you invest in these dogs just for a come up, it doesn't always go that way. I understood what you're saying, DZ. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't always go that way. So it's very good to have your money, have your stuff lined up, build a plan, know what you're gonna do, and don't let the pictures that you see on the internet, don't let the pictures that you see on the internet and other dogs and kennels and what they doing, don't let them you know, don't let them take away your focus on what you have going on. You know, that's very important. So I hope I was able to answer that question for you. I've seen a few other pretty decent questions. Man, I've heard that as a kid, but no, when you breed a dog too early, no, it doesn't stop them from maturing. It is better to breed them once they do mature. Every dog is different. Hey, it could have that effect on somebody, but I've bred dogs before. I ain't gonna sit here and act brand new, like I wasn't there before, or like I haven't did it. Before I got to where I am today, I didn't know half of the stuff that I learned. When I first started out. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, Hawk. Um, so I see a question about a kink tail. I guess that's what you meant. Um, Christian, I think that's your name. Sorry if I pronounce it wrong. So the kink tail thing, I personally feel like anybody who breeds for a while, if you breed for a while, you're gonna experience it. You're gonna see it. Yeah, there is a right and a wrong thing to do when it arises. Um, we have certain bloodlines. you know, that if you're breeding an American bully and you're staying true to the American bully, there's certain dogs and certain established bloodlines that you do stay away from because we know in those dogs that someone has cheated along the way. You know, not saying that you did personally, but if you have a dog with a say no tail, and you didn't breed it that way, it just popped up, then that means inside that blood, you know, that it's there. It's not saying that you cheated, but somebody along the way cheated. And, you know, with the American bully, it's so much underlying stuff that, you know, people don't talk about from when the blood was first created. You know, you can look at dogs and you can say, wow, you know, that dog looks true as far as what the American bully could be, and this dog doesn't. You know, we look at paperwork, and all right, Nicholas, we look at paperwork, and we want to say, hey, the paperwork is right, but you know, at the end of the day, you just trust in the person that you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, if you got a dog with a kink tail and you choose to breed it, that's the research he was talking about. So you got a dog with a kink tail or whatever, and you know, you choose to breed it to, then that's completely on you and what you're, you know, adding into your program. Now you can have totally clean dogs. Just say if the two dogs that are playing, they're very clean dogs. One is taller and slimmer than what I normally would deal with. You know, although she's not mine, she's just in my kennel. If one was a male and one was a female, I can breed those two dogs and I can have a kink pop up, you know, and you look at them and say, man, both of them have good bites. Both of them have, both of them have good bites and both of them have long tails, but they produce the kink tail. And that's just what's deep down in their DNA that, you know, we don't know about and that we don't see. We're trusting what's on paper, but at the end of the day, I mean, you don't know. You know, you love the breed, you love the dogs. You do what's best for them and what's right by them for what's in your control. You know, what's some of the best blood? The bloodlines is 100% personal opinion. Just if you have a bloodline, just make sure that it's a real bloodline and it's not a dog that you know has made it to be an internet famous, and then you say it's a bloodline. Like everybody knows the Miyagi movement, so you know you hear a lot of people saying Miyagi blood, but of course Miyagi is not a blood; it's a dog name. You know what I'm saying? Or you hear, you know, when you talk about Dax line, uh, you know, Dax line later on down, okay, if Ed Shepard or whoever created a bloodline built off Dax, okay, then it would be Dax line. But we all know it comes from Gotti line dogs, you know. So the bloodline, you know, in my opinion, is not gonna be um, Dax. I got Dax blood. Yeah, you might have Dax blood in your pedigree. You might have Dax in your pedigree, but that's not the bloodline. You know what stemmed it, what created that dog. You know, and if you have just say somebody says, "Oh, this is Dax line," then it needs to be something at least 4 to 5 generations built off of that specific bloodline, and that's top and bottom. You know, a lot of people you see on like Facebook and stuff, you know, and even here, you know, you got Dax at Dax in the fourth generation, which is a Gotti line dog, and then you got a Michaelin dog on the side, which we know Michaelin was built off of Gotti line with a twist of some other stuff that we don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna be honest with a twist of stuff that we don't know. So if you produce something and then you build off something with that with more Gotti line blood, when you have your finished product 4 generations, that does not make it a Dax line dog because you see Michaelin blood was in there. And we know Michaelin was built off Gotti, but we don't know what else it was created with. We just know what the paper says. And I mean, that's just giving it to you straight. What other- I don't know much about Hall of Fame. I mean, I see a lot of videos. I see them posting a lot of live stuff, as far as like talking and stuff, but I've never seen a kennel. I've never seen dogs. I am familiar with Denzel and the other dog that he shows a lot. I really don't even know the name of it, uh, but I don't see enough of it, and I don't know him personally. As far as Hurricane Blood, I see the kennel a lot. Um, he shows a lot more interaction with the dogs. So like, I don't know Ty personally, but I know of the Hurricane bloodline. I seen someone else gravitate, which is Ride or Die Canines. I seen Joe do good things with the blood. So you know what I'm saying. I really like that blood. I think it's a good thing. I think what he got is very very nice. Diesel Diesel was bred and created from exotic dogs. Exotic dogs before that Miyagi stuff was even into the movement. And when I say exotic, I'm talking about like um, West Coast Guided Line Platinum. His mom is a Platinum daughter. His dad is Golden Goliath, which is a Kingdom son, and actually an inbred Kingdom son. So, so yes, that is exotic. Hey, y'all stop that. That is exotic dogs inside the pedigree. So when I first had got Diesel, which was 4.5 years ago, I wasn't quite as educated as I am today. As I started researching and digging a little deeper, I if I would have started today, I wouldn't have started that route, which is why it's taken so long to establish what I'm doing now. But what I did is I used certain characteristics from Diesel that I might not have been able to get from, other dogs. So, like that thick rear end, he has an amazing rear end. He has amazing drive, and he's a nice, solid, thick dog. So I wouldn't have used him if I would have known then what I know today, but I started with him and I bred him to a razor's edge female, and really appreciate it, man. Really appreciate it, Big M. So I bred him to some razor's edge blood, and at that time I didn't know it was going to click so well with the razor's edge. I was still learning him, and that's like a big thing about a stud. If you got a stud, hold on, let me get that from you. If you got a stud, if you got a stud with blood in it that you aren't 100% familiar about, the reason why it's not good to breed that dog is because you don't know what you're doing. But if you do breed it, it's very important to find out what this dog produces with. So when I found out that he produces great with the razor's edge blood, which created that beauty, I was like, okay, cool. He did good with that. I bred to her again, and my results were good, but it was scattered. So I was like, all right, cool. So that told me right there, okay, so I can't tighten it up too tight. I bred him with another clean dog that had a lot of DAX and stuff in it. The results weren't so great. So I was like, all right, cool. So I know I got great results with the Razor's Edge blood. I bred him to his daughter. I didn't get the results that I wanted. So that means I'm not going to inbreed him. I bred him to a dog with Dax in the pedigree and more West Coast Guided Platinum, which is also in his pedigree. And I didn't like the results that I got from it. So I was like, all right, cool. So that tells me right there I can't inbreed him. I can't really breed him with stuff in the same pedigree as him. And, I just built from there. So it took me 3 years to realize how to actually breed him. versus now that I've created a little something and I'm tapping into the third generation of my dogs. Now I know, where I could start with my future. You know what I'm saying? So I seen something else. Yeah. The Kingtail can be a genetic. Well, um, the Kingtails, the Kingtails is from bringing in things that were used to create the blood, bringing them back up front, where they were bred out, just like the pit bull, you know, we know the pit bull was created between a bulldog and a terrier. So if you constantly inbreed, and you bring back to where it was created, then you're gonna start getting those bulldog traits. Same thing as the bull is. It's no different. So you might now you got people who are adding things in that shouldn't be further up in the pedigree, but it is a genetic thing. It is coming from what's in the blood. A lot of people say, yeah, my tail got caught in the female, and that is possible, or it got broken. That is possible, but it's coming from the DNA of the dog or the breed, that was used to either be added into the to what you got going on, or which was added into being um, added in to create, because you don't create a breed from bloodlines. You create a breed from the combination of breeds, of purebred dogs is how you create a breed. And then, that's where a lot of like your inbreeding and stuff is necessary when you are creating a breed and you're trying to lock in certain characteristics and things that you want that breed to represent. Hey man, pet lovers, I appreciate the love, man. I really do. George, I appreciate all of it. That means a lot, you know. The kink tail thing, the kink tail thing, um, it's I'm not gonna say it's not an issue. I'm not gonna say it's not an issue because it's more like a red flag. When you see it come in, it either tells you one thing, and this is it, man. It tells you someone before you either cheated or your blood is too tight. So if it's treated more as a red flag versus something that just turns you into the worst breed in the world, I think it could be corrected more. If you know what blood that you're actually bringing into your program, that's a difference than if you're breeding and a dog with a kink tail pops up. If a dog with a kink tail pops up, then you know one thing. All right, I'm tapping into something that I shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? If you breed it into your program off of a specific dog that you know shouldn't be there, then that's a different story. You know what I'm saying? So that there's two ways of looking at it. And like another thing that I've grown to know as a breeder and myself on what to do when this stuff arises. You know, if I have a dog with a kink tail, it is my responsibility to sell it to a person, as a pet home, and to either fix this dog um, before he goes, or to make sure it's under contract that this dog is to be fixed and not bred. You know what I'm saying? That's very, very important when you want to get onto the legit side of, you know, being a representation of the breed. Because it's one thing to breed dogs, and it's another thing to be a representation. If you're going to be a representation, which we all know that I made some big adjustments. I made some big adjustments in my program. And the reason I made the adjustments that I made is because me and my wife sat down at the round table and we talked and we said, okay, are we just going to breed dogs? Are we going to build a program? Are we going to actually be a representation of the breed? You guys know a lot of newcomers who come into the breed, they come to Royal Kennels for advice. All right. So it became my obligation as a representation to give you guys raw and uncut advice. You know, when I first got into it, which was 6 years ago, I didn't know that. You know, that's a part of being a baby and what you do and then growing. You know what I'm saying? As you grow, every year or every time you experience something, you're more educated than you were the first time you did something. So if I'm still doing the same things that I'm doing when I first start out, then that just means I don't care, you know. But when you start to become a representation, appreciate it, Chevy. When you start to become a representation, then it's like, okay, cool. I realize what I've done. This is where I went wrong. Let me take this. This isn't breeding stock. It's got to go. This isn't breeding stock. I know I might love this dog, but the best thing I could do is find it an amazing home to where it can be treated better than what I was treating. But at the end of the day, if you're going to breed and you're going to be a representation, it's just things that you have to do. So I did that. And I love the direction. You know, when you look at a dog named Tick, a dog like Tick, you know, a dog like Soleil, a dog like Cleopatra, you got Emma, Jazz. When you look at these dogs every day and you say, you know what, that's produced, that ain't bought. And then when you look at the third generation of what you're creating and it starts matching the picture that you have inside your brain that's still inside the standard, that is amazing. That's amazing. And that's growth. And that right there starts making all the stress, you know, all the blood, sweat, and tears. That's what starts making this stuff worth it. You know what I'm saying? Whether a million people like it or not, that's what makes it worth it to you. Because I'm the one in here every single day. You know, I'm the one feeding these dogs. You know, I'm the one who's loving the dogs, who's bathing them, who lets them out their kennel. You know, they can't talk and they can't, you know, Diesel can open his own kennel, but he on a whole nother level, you heard me? But, you know, that's where you start feeling proud for yourself. And then I'm going to show y'all something. A lot of people don't know what this actually is. Okay, cool. It's a banner. It's a banner. But when you see this Royal Kennels banner, this Royal Kennels banner means something. Diesel at the top, the daddy. Soleil, his daughter. And then from Soleil, her daughter. You know what I'm saying? This means a lot. This is the beginning of something. That is the program. That's the program. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have dogs in your yard, and this is real talk, guys. If you taking advice from someone who's purchased all their dogs, you're in the wrong. You're taking advice from the wrong person. Because in all actuality, they don't even truly know what they're dealing with. You haven't even experienced anything yet. You know, but if I give you some advice on something that I've done, then I've been there. You know, I can't tell you anything about what the next generation is going to be like. I can't tell you that. I can't tell you about Ty's blood. I can't tell you about Hurricane bloodline because I haven't experienced myself with that yet. If I purchase a puppy off of Ty and it matures to be just say 2 years old, and I say, okay, it's a mature dog, I'll be able to tell you specific things about this dog, but I can't tell you what it's going to produce with Tick. You know, I can give you an idea of what I think it's going to produce, but I can't give you 100% facts of what it's going to produce. I can't. So you got to watch who you get your advice from. That's just real talk. You know, that's real talk. And I ain't going to give you more advice than what I can give you, acting like I know everything, because I don't. It is. It's a lot of dedication. It's a lot of time, and it's a lot of money. It is. And you know what? When you truly love it, it's really not work. It's not nothing. It's not. You know what I'm saying? It's not. It's cool. It's all right. Look at these dogs, y'all. Look at these dogs. These dogs are chilling. These dogs are chilling. You think these dogs got this from just being in a kennel and forgot about? You think these dogs play with each other like this? Come on, I'm gonna keep it 1,000. Xena, how you doing, Brittany? Xena, she still looks like the pit bull. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't even look, she doesn't look the part of the other dogs. She really doesn't. I ain't trying to lie. I ain't the type of guy who's gonna say, oh my God, they're all amazing. I ain't that dude. I'm really not. But when you can get a dog that didn't even come from this yard, she didn't come from here, and put her in the yard with another dog that's been here its whole life, male or female, whether the dog is in heat or not, that stuff ain't come overnight. That stuff ain't come overnight. And that ain't the first time that they've been out the kennel together. You feel what I'm saying? Appreciate it, John Doe. Man, much love, brother. Appreciate it, man. You know what I'm saying? That stuff does not come overnight. And look, I'm not taking credit for it because that is the breed. That's just how they are. But at the end of the day, I don't care what breed you have. If you don't socialize them, if you don't show them love, if you don't care for them properly, if you don't give them the opportunity to socialize when they're young with any other dogs, they're not going to socialize. I don't care who it is. I'm even like that as a person. Although I might try to smile and treat everybody with the same respect, but if you put me in a room where I don't know nobody, I might not be the first person to talk. You know what I'm saying? And I could run my mouth for hours on here, but what I have developed is a community. You guys are a community here. I don't know what nobody else does, and I truly do not care. I truly don't care. That's why I watch bass fishing. That's why I watch boxing. I focus on here. And you guys are a community here. So, man, all of y'all who knew, man, thank y'all so much for tuning in, man. I really appreciate it. We got plenty of videos. We got plenty of stuff for you guys to check out. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all how special I feel. I even have videos about me on other people's pages. That's when that's in life. That's what you're supposed to know in life when you made it. But it ain't like that. That was just a little joke. But there's plenty of videos on the channel. We got introduction videos. We got introduction videos that explain example of the pups that have left here, and I give you a little insight of where we're going. What up, Tony? Insight. Much love, man. Much love, Big Young. Real, man. Much love. We give you ideas of the direction that's headed. We have, other videos. We got other live streams. I am moving forward to doing a live stream once a week. We did it last Saturday. It worked out great. So I'm here again this Saturday. I'm just waiting on the cue from my wife to tell me it's time for me to come inside. But I've been in the kennel for a while. I was working on some collars, and I just decided it was time to go live while I had a little time. My amazing wife was in the house cleaning up, who I'm very thankful for. She sent me a few pictures asking me, like, did I really leave that here? And you know what I'm saying? So she's picking up behind me in the house and the kids. And I'm in here grinding, you know what I'm saying? Making collars, working with the dogs, chatting with you guys. And you know what I'm saying? There ain't no place I'd rather be. George, I appreciate it, man. Teamwork makes the dream work. Miss Lee, you is absolutely right. Is any of the dogs in XL? No, none of the dogs are in XL, and that's a good educational question, because I see Xena. When I look at Xena, I see Xena has the potential to grow to be an XL. I don't know where she got it from, but it popped up. So um, being that Xena has the potential to be an XL, being that she's only 10 months, she cannot be classified yet, period. So right now she's just a puppy. But after she matures, and I think the maturing point to be classified is 12 months. You know what I'm saying? So once she turns 12 months, if she's over the standard height or the classic height and she falls into the XL category, then she would be classified as an XL. But other than that, no, I deal with pockets and standards. And when I do stamp the look, it's going to be a pocket bloodline. Um, has another kennel breed. Hey, much love, Lewis. And look, man, I respect you too. You have an absolute amazing offspring from here. You know, she is an offspring that I'm 1,000% proud of. And I thank you, brother, as a man. I thank you for what you've done with them because I know it takes a lot of work to get them to stay like that. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you as well, man. Um, at the breeding age, I breed second heat. If I was to give you the right advice on breeding, I would say you breed at 2 years. That's usually like your maturing point. But I breed at second heat, which is around 18 months. And when I say this is how you do it and this is the way it's done, it's basic. It's basically on how you plan to deal with it. Because when you breeding a puppy, like if you want to start, getting a little technical and creating to, what we have all learned as children, say like, I think seven, a dog is like um, 7 years to one, human and dog ratio. So like you got to think about the age that the dog would be and its maturity. You know what I'm saying? So like, 2 years old, 2 years old, it's like a 14-year-old child. Yes, they can give birth. You mature enough to give birth, but what type of mother you be. Yeah, you might be an amazing mother, but if you start comparing things to that nature, it'll take you a long ways when you're really looking on the do's and the don'ts of the world. Yes, it's not human, you know what I'm saying? They're not human by a long shot, they're their own thing. You know, they're by all means they're their own thing. But if you have a question, if you're ever in doubt on what to do and you have nobody else to reach out to, it's a good guideline that you can follow because it's like, okay, what you wouldn't do to yourself, you don't do to them. You know what I'm saying? So without taking that too far out of content or digging too deep in it, it's just a guideline that can help. Luke, Josh, and I appreciate y'all, man. For real, man. I appreciate y'all. A lot of you guys, a lot of you guys have been here from day one. And it's crazy because you know what I'm saying? Appreciate it, George. It's crazy because like, I might deal with somebody, I might have a puppy available, and it's someone who purchased a puppy that I've never seen your name in a comment. I've never seen you on a live feed. You purchased a puppy and you say you've been here from the beginning. That is truly amazing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you know, there's so many people that have been here following from the beginning. There's so many bridges that we've crossed together. There's so many obstacles, that you've seen. You know, did you ever have any accidents happen in your yard with the dogs? Like you mean accidents of them fighting and getting hurt? If that's what you mean, we all know what clowns. I love it. It's all good. Yeah, we do. No doubt about it. Ryan, if you go back and watch the video again from the beginning. I do discuss that. I do discuss about starting the kennel and starting to build on the bloodline. And once you get into it from there, you'll be able to kind of put the pieces of the puzzle together on what direction you plan on going. So let me make you laugh right quick. And I got the video up. So about a year ago, I would say a year ago, I'm live, all right? So I'm talking, I'm like, yeah, we got an outside dog in the yard, and I'm gonna let all my dogs out with this outside dog because my dogs, I know they're gonna handle their business right. I know she's a good dog. So I'm bragging, right? Talking about the dogs. Well, she comes into the kennel, like everything is cool. Well, Diamond grabs her leash, not grabs the leash, Diamond grabs her collar and starts shaking her collar. So I'm like, oh my God, I'm sitting there behind the camera like I am today. I run into the kennel to check on them, and they going at it in the kennel. But the crazy part about it is neither one of them actually bit each other. They were biting each other's collar. Well, Diamond didn't have a collar on. She had Fancy's collar, and she was in here. I'm talking about shaking, man. She was in here shaking, but nobody actually bit each other. And like it was crazy because I just finished bragging, talking about how amazing the dogs are, and I could bring dogs in from another yard, and then live in front of the whole world that happened. So like that's actually the only time that anything has ever happened. And I brought other dogs, other puppies. I brought, a lot of other dogs into the yard and never had to worry about fights. I mean, they've played with toys together, homes, you name it. Like right now, they playing. They might start growling and barking at each other, but they ain't gonna fight. And I know I'm talking with confidence, like I was in that other video. They might start going at it, but if they do, you would definitely see my experience on how long I've been dealing with dogs when I break them apart. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. So it's y'all turn. Y'all turn to get up. All right, mom. Good step. Hey, y'all turn. Go to your camp. Get up. See ya. Get up, mom. Go to your camp. It's not a camp. Let's go. Get up. Damn. Let's go. Good girl. Good girl. Jazz, go to your kennel, baby. Jazzy. Jazzy. Good job, mama. That's my girl. You make daddy so proud. You make daddy so proud. Glad y'all ain't embarrassed me. I'm glad y'all didn't embarrass me. Start by somebody can I do really got your back now. Hi, Tony. Yeah, man. I actually started making a few hats, man. Hit me up, brother. Hit me up. I'm not sure if you got my number, but my number is all over the channel, man. Hit me up. I don't have any shirts at the moment, but I can put together a nice hat for you. Didn't Big Mac? Um, let's see. Didn't Big Mac? My favorite girl, so she's beautiful. Didn't make Big Mac break out. So yeah. So let me tell y'all about the Big Mac. Those of you who haven't been around. So one time I was breeding Diamond and I was breeding Diamond and Solo, who is Mandingo and Cleopatra's mom. So I'm breeding her outside. Well, I run inside to get the AI kit, and I hear the guy who owns Solo hollering. Man, this dude Diesel broke out of his kennel, y'all, jumped on a 4-foot table and jumped out the window. When I came out, he was hanging halfway out the window, bro. Pushed the screen out because I was breeding Diamond to another dog. So then, little did I know, he had already bred to her. He broke out the kennel while I wasn't here, and bred to her. This dude broke out of his kennel and opened her kennel and bred to her. Yes, the dude's a piece of work, man. He's definitely something special. Hey, what you got? You know, I've had some episodes, man. Rest in peace to Princess Anna. You know, a lot of you knew, y'all don't know about Anna, but Diamond, yeah, he's the true John Doe. Let me tell y'all what Diamond did. All right, I had 8 dogs in the kennel one time. So, and to answer your question about the bathing, I bathe them like once a month. You know, sometimes I bathe them once every 2 months. Depends on how dirty they get outside because it's always muddy. So I'm always rinsing them off, trying to keep it clean. But as far as like bathing them with a shampoo, I hit them once a month or once every 2 months. Um, so Diamond decides she's going to break out. Well, I'm at work. Diamond breaks out the kennel, climbs on the table, goes into the box, and gets 8 towels, y'all. Listen to me, man. I can't make this crazy stuff up. She got 8 towels and distribute the towels to each dog in the kennel, including herself. Well, all of them eat up the towels. And my baby Anna, when she ate the towel, the strings on the towel wrapped up inside of her, wrapped around her intestines and pulled them together, kind of like an accordion. And it stopped the intestines from working, and they had to cut out her intestines, and that's why I lost Anna. But that's how she ended up dying. I'm not sure if I ever told the story, um, but you have to put your thoughts in shows. I know, Miss Lee Lee. I know, man. I do. I really do. I just don't have the time, man. It's crazy because of my work schedule. I know most people, just see me in the kennels and they're like, man, I just play with dogs 24/7, but I don't, man. I have an amazing family, that I work very hard for. And, we do like to spend, time doing other things. And the crazy part is like when I did want to get into the shows at first, it was like the shows was happening on my work week. So I took a vacation for one of them, um, to go to the show in Biloxi that I videoed. I took a vacation for that show, but it's like, man, I can't take a vacation for all of them. So I do natural breed bullies. I natural breed diesel when I was breeding them. I natural breed for other people. A lot of people hit me up and like I'm like the man with the plan, as far as getting them to tie, just from experience. But moving forward with tick, I don't believe I'm gonna natural breed tick. I think I'm gonna AI him because it's faster. It's the same. It's the same. And then once you like what Diesel is, I like your setup. You're doing a great job. I really appreciate it, man. Yeah, it's so beautiful. I'm a newbie, man. That's how you become grand champion, etc. Yes, it's definitely it's definitely the process. In order to be something, you gotta do it. So, man, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. Let me go look back. Lost it, man. Oh yeah. The natural and the AIs. So moving forward, I think I'm gonna do just AIs with tick because once they get a taste of the natural breed, I know it's probably funny, you know what I'm saying? But thank you for always having. Hey man, you're welcome, Cam. Really, you're welcome. The crazy part about it is once they get that taste, it's like, no AIs. Like Diesel gives, he used to give me the hardest time in the world to AI. Like literally, he'd be like, "Nah, Daddy, I don't want that. I want the real thing." I'm always watching. Give a lot of info. Man, no doubt, y'all. Ryan, man, appreciate the love, man. I appreciate y'all watching. So, Soleil decided to kennel himself up. My poor baby decided to look, y'all. Cleo, look at Cleo looking. You know it's your turn, Mama. You want to get out? Cleo don't want to be out. I mean, Soleil don't want to be out. So this mama and daughter, y'all. Man, look, y'all. I'm telling you, hey, I'm getting more excited by the day because, as y'all can see, Cleopatra. Let me try to, without flipping the camera. Cleopatra is gaining some weight, y'all. She's gaining some weight and she stays swole. So that's always a great sign. So that's like an update for you guys. Man, really appreciate it. Yeah, so that's a good sign. She's starting to develop a little belly. Soleil has gained a lot of weight too. But from experience, I mean, I can't go off the weight. I have to go off of, the things that I know. And when a dog stays swole, it's usually a great sign that they took. But yeah, I see y'all laughing. And look, it's crazy, man, because I mean, the stories that I can tell y'all, man, if I can make a blooper, I'm telling y'all, the blooper would go viral, man, for real. It's crazy because Diesel, it was the hardest process to breed that dude artificial for years because all I ever did was natural breeding. Um, so like to get this dude to really take, oh my goodness, it was crazy. You almost gotta light the candles for Diesel. Man, no doubt, Tony. Man, I appreciate y'all repping the kennel, man, for real, man. A lot of people see me out in public and be like, man, you the YouTube dude, huh? And I just be like, I guess, if that's what you call it. But yeah, it's Royal Kennels. And then, my daughter, it's like her new thing is everything is YouTuber. She's not like she's not just, someone who does videos with her daddy or nothing. She's like a full blown YouTuber. So like she's extremely excited about that title. I'm in Louisiana. Get back, girl. So late, really. Get out of the kennel. Get out of the kennel, mama. Y'all go over there, play. Just go sit down and do like Jazz and Zena was doing. Man, she's beautiful, huh? Like when she does things like that, man, it's just like, dang. Do you do AI? I do them myself. Yeah, I do all the AIs myself. I do a lot of AIs for other people too. Um, but I want to buck this time, man. For sure, John Doe. Yeah, but I do everything myself. Moving forward, I would love to be able to do the surgical thing because you got your progesterone testing and you basically getting everything right on the money, and it does decrease the chances of missing. But I mean, I still love the process so much, y'all. Like it's not about it. I mean, hey, if we miss, we miss. You know, my biggest thing is when you miss and you got people who have deposits. That's the hardest thing about it. Because people look forward to their puppies, but I love the whole process of the movement. You know, one of the worst things somebody can ask me, man, is how to be successful in the dog game. I hate that with a passion. Not saying that I was always this scholar type person. You know what I'm saying? I understand it, but I hate people to reflect it, based on the drug game, you know, and may the good Lord bless you, family. And much love, man. For real. You become pregnant, you get an ultrasound, or you wait to see what you get. What I do is I bring him in, get an X-ray. I get an X-ray, and it tells you how many puppies. It gives you a good estimate of how many puppies you have in there. Um, but like I was saying, man, but yeah, and shipping included. No, it's 2,000 plus the cost of shipping. Ear cropping is included if you like, and they can come with two sets of the distemperament shots, and a health certificate. Yeah. Who gave you your first litter? My first litter was between Queen Fancy and Michaelin's X-Man. I didn't keep anything off that breeding. My second breeding was Diesel, aka the Big Mac, and yup, two bands. Diesel, aka the Big Mac, and Queen Fancy, and I produced Soleil, who is right there, and I kept her. They also have produced some very nice dogs in that litter. Some of what you've seen Blue Balboa before. A friend of mine has Blue Balboa. This girl, this girl has some features that I'm extremely excited about adding in. Wait, so Big Mac is Soleil's dad? Yes, ma'am. Surely is. My dog. What's up, brother? I know you already, man. It's been a long time coming, man. I know you already, brother. And look, it's looking very nice. It's looking very promising, man. Yep, it's looking very promising. But yeah, the Big Mac is Royal Kennel Soleil's dad. Um, Soleil is Cleopatra's mother and daughter sitting side by side. That would have been a good thumbnail photo. Um, what's up, brother? What's happening? What's happening? And Cleopatra has a nice neck and head. Absolutely, Chevy. Absolutely. And y'all, Jazz is Soleil's full-blooded sister, just a different litter. So we did a repeat breeding with Diesel and Fancy to create another Soleil. Looks like she's working, making them count. Sure, yeah. I wish he could. Well, if I could train him to do that. What's up? What's up, brother? Yep. So, Unbreakable Killer. Man, what's up, Unbreakable? What's up, brother? I see you, man. I see you. All right, Cleo. All right. Don't be using the bathroom in the kennel. Don't go in. Kennel up, Philly. Come on, you've been being real stubborn lately. Kennel up. Go on your kennel. So we got a few collars that were made. This one I'm just waiting on I'm waiting on a special buckle. Shout out to my brother, man, which he has an offspring off of Royal Kennel Soleil and Champion Kane. He named that boy Canelo. I'm just waiting on his buckle. Um, real nice dog. And I also got this collar that I made. Another real nice one to give you guys an idea of the work. Little something. Just like that. Sit. Mwah. I love this little dog, man. I love that little dog, y'all. I'm telling you, man, that little dude there. That little dude there, man. I'm not sure if y'all got a clear picture of him. Man, that little dude. I mean, from his head, his body, be like I said many times before, man. Hey, much love, Tony, man. Appreciate it, man. How is that, man? Diamond is doing great. Diamond is doing great, man. She really took her role. Unbreakable Kennels, appreciate it, brother. John Doe, appreciate it, man. $100, Willie. Man, yeah, tick he my new little man. But Diamond, like really, she really took the service dog role. Um, she really took the service dog role, and she's handling business, y'all. The guy is very satisfied with what she's bringing to the table. Um, she's doing great with her training. Tick, get out of there. She's doing great with her training. Um, I just got a recent picture of her. I posted it on the community tab, I believe. If not, I just did Instagram and Facebook. I posted a picture of her with her vest on, which is real nice. She got a nice service vest. Um, he's waiting on her paperwork. She will be flying international with him. He does a lot of stuff overseas. The guy is actually in Mexico right now. Um, so he's excited about that, for Diamond to be able to go international with him. 100, Willie. Appreciate it, man. Man, I haven't put Tick under a wicket. I'm really sitting about driving down when it's time. Man, you more welcome. You more than welcome, my brother. Yep, you're more than welcome. How do you have any older dogs that you need to sell for a lower price? Um, Also, do you require non-breeding disclosure? So Travis, hit me up, man. My number is 337-446-5933. Hit me up and we can discuss that. Because every now and then I do have dogs that are older. If not, I can point you in the right direction. I have a good friend of mine right now who has a very nice female. She's, I think, 6 months old. 337-446-5933. Cam. Yeah, my brother, you're definitely welcome to drive down. But yeah, I was talking about the height of Tick. I never put under a wicket. If I had to guess, I would give him about 16 inches. He is pocket. I think he's gonna remain pocket once he hits that things I spoke to you in the chat before, man. But I hit you up. Appreciate it, brother. Hello from Spain. What's up, Spain? Welcome. Y'all, if y'all not subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell. That way you're notified whenever whenever I upload. and I always say it, a good thing about the subscribe tab is for you guys. It's strictly for you guys. That way, any information that you guys need, when you subscribe and you hit that bell, if I'm doing an update on puppies, on breedings, or just a good live feed like today, sharing my experience with you guys, you're gonna get a notification saying that I'm here. I'm calling for a caller. Hey, thank you very much, Miss Lee. But yeah, Tick, he's gonna stay pocket. I'm almost positive of it. And that goes with what I was talking about earlier. When you don't have a established bloodline, and we're in the making, so we're like 75, 25 right now, and what we're gonna get. Every now and then something else is starting to pop up. But moving forward, I hope to get 100% to be 100% of what I produce before it's here. Like I know what size dog it's gonna be. I know what features it's gonna carry. That's what we're looking for. And Tick, I was trying to get a good picture of Tick. I'm on a tripod, so I couldn't move fast enough. Cool on the pocket for sure, man. For sure. So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to 2 hours. We had an hour and 52 minutes. I'm gonna go to 2 hours, and then I'm gonna go check on my fam. I gotta go run the Hobby Lobby and pick up a few things. Any more questions or any requests before I close? Hey, let's do a roll call, y'all. This is how we're gonna end it. If you've been here from the beginning on the video and you still tuned in, I know some people had to roll, but I want to know. I want to know who's been here from the beginning when you're going to breed Tick. Tick is 10 months. Whenever he hits a year, Emma's going to be coming in heat around that time, so he will be bred to Emma before we go outside breeding or doing anything like that, because I got a lot of calls, a lot of people who want to breed with them outside. So I'll be looking to ship a lot of semen from Tick. We got a lot of good things going from Tick that I'm excited about. So can you say about bullet with the king tail? Yeah, we discussed the king tail, man. I'm gonna publish this live feed, so you will be able to watch the video again. Yep. Young Cave, man, what's up, my dog? What up, brother? I'm glad you made it in, man. So look, y'all, and those of you still watching, we're gonna do this every Saturday. Hopefully I'll be able to be in the kennels, but being that I'm dedicated, been here for an hour, man. Man, that's 100, man. That's real, John. When you talking about real, man, when you've been here that long, that's real, my brother. Peace out, Josh. Raul, for sure, brother. Yeah, I love Tick spots. I love it, man. I just love Tick all around. I mean, he's amazing. That's what's up, Miss Lee. Aaron, Maryland. That's what's up. That's what's up. Man, I kind of lost my train of thought. I was about to say something. Uh, yeah. So what I'm gonna do is every Saturday, y'all. Every Saturday we're gonna have the live feed. We're gonna start doing this more often. As things change. Sometimes we're gonna have puppies running around. We might have my kids in here, letting you guys see how they are with children. Um, but every Saturday, and if I'm not in the kennel, I'm gonna dedicate myself to it, to where even if I'm on the highway, I'll tune in and we'll chop it up, just to talk some real dog stuff. So I'm gonna dedicate myself to it. Those of you who've been on for long, y'all, this is amazing, man. I really appreciate that. I know it's a Saturday. I know a lot of people got a lot of stuff going on. Um, You know, I'll try to take some requests. Look at Tick, y'all. He going in this kennel. It's crazy, huh? Because I said something, he turned around. But you know, the temperament of the dogs and just the way they are, it's just unbelievable. Tick, go in your kennel, buddy. Let's see if I can make him go in. Go in your kennel. Kennel up, man. Don't come over here wagging your tail. Love these dogs all the way from Trinidad. Trinidad, that's amazing, man. I have a clothing line. Let's network something. Man, that's what's up. John Doe, post it up there, man. Post your clothing line up there. If you got a link, post it. Let everybody see it, man. Y'all go check out, see what he got going on. Tick, go kennel up, buddy. Come on. Sorry, man. Kennel up. Go to your kennel. You know where it's at. Let's go. Let's go. We're gonna close out the big match. Come on. Kennel up. It's magnetic. Big daddy. Go play. He just want to go outside. For sure, man. I'm gonna look it up, man. Hey, get out of there. D. Watch him, boy. Get up here. Show the muscle, D. D. That way, man. Watch him, boy. It's up here. Look, it's up here. It's up here. Flex on him. Flex on him, boy. It's up here. It's up here. It ain't on me. It ain't on me. It ain't on me. You gotta be quiet. Watch him. Go. Go ahead. Put your microphone down. Yeah, he is, man. Big Daddy Kane. You right. He's thicker than a Snicker for real. Look, I bet he don't do that again. He's beautiful. Thank you, man. Thank you. He's 4.5 now. He's a little over 4. He'll be 5 in January. Yep, he'll be 5 in January. The Big Mac was the 4th dog here at Royal Kennels. Yep, he was the 4th dog. From the beginning, he's the he's the only one who's been here since then, and he ain't going nowhere else. The Big Mac. I appreciate the love, man. Take this phone off the tripod. Big Daddy. Nah, come over here. Say bye, mama. Say bye, mama. I hope y'all have a great weekend. God bless y'all. I'm going to let it roll till 2 minutes. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. It's been very nice, man. I'm glad we was able to touch on a lot of topics, a lot of situations. It's all love, man. We greatly appreciate the support. We got the Big Daddy out. Two sisters right there, y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We out. 100 Brown.